going to show you guys how to do your makeup for beginners, because yes, I've been doing my makeup for like a decade, but I suck at doing it because that's not something I cared about doing. So I'm going to show you some easier tricks for the younger crowd or someone that's like me. So definitely moisturize your face. You don't have to moisturize your whole face. It is recommended, but I only moisturize the parts of my face that are dry, because when I have makeup on, these parts tend to dry out a lot more than the other parts, because the other parts get, you know, like oily. So I do that. And this is a lot easier. I don't wear makeup every day, but if I do, this is kind of how I do it, unless I'm doing like something crazy. So this could be makeup that you guys use as well. If you like, again, like me, don't wear makeup every day. This is just some cheap, good quality makeup I'm going to show you. Some of it's a little bit more expensive, but they're gifted to me. I'll show you guys. Let's get into the video. Okay, the first product I'm going to use, and I have another one of these, I don't know where it is. It is Fit Me by Maybelline. This is matte poreless. They also have dewy if your face is more like dry, on the drier side, or you like the more matte, not matte, this is matte, like a dewy finish. It looks like wet. It looks like a wet foundation. That's more, go for the dewy, but I like the matte. So I'm gonna shake it. Make sure you shake up your makeup. So, because it's gonna be sitting in there a lot. You're not wearing your makeup all the time. And I also bought new makeup brushes, even though I don't wear makeup all the time. It was about that time. So now you could either buy a foundation brush specifically for liquid foundation, of course, or you could buy a beauty blender. Beauty blenders are a little bit easier because this, you literally have to like paint on your face. I don't really know how to do that yet, but it's easier to get like in the crevices like that. And beauty blender is a little bit harder, so that's just your preference. So I'm gonna I'm gonna start doing this, and I'll get right back to you guys. Okay, so now that your foundation is on, and yes, you could also use like a powder, and I'll show you because they have it powder as well. So they have the powder as well. This is literally the same, only a little. This is $2.35. This is $2.30. They have it in powder form if you don't want the liquid finish, and then they also have Cushion. This is not the same brand, but they also have a Cushion one that you could use, which is liquid, but it's a Cushion foundation. So it's your choice preference. Now, if you're going for a more natural look, you could just literally put on foundation and call it a day. But if you want more of a full coverage, I use a Maybelline Instant Age Rewind foundation. Concealer. Oh, this is, a lot of people use this foundation, concealer. Why do I keep calling it foundation? So I just get under my eyes. I kind of do like like a good triangle, but I kind of just do a triangle, fill it in. Sometimes I'll get my forehead and my chin. And again, with your blue, you can use the same beauty blender or the same brush, and you just get it in like this. Okay, same way. Okay, get it in. Okay, so not much of a difference, but this just covers a lot more. So that's done. The next thing I would do, if I wanted to, again, not saying that you should do this all the time, but if you wanted extra coverage and you wanted to glow, no, this is different, guys. This has nothing to do with your natural makeup look. I have the Kat Von D brightener powder. So I'm going to show you what to do with your powder. there's a way to make this yourself because it's not too expensive, but it's on the more expensive side of rather because it's not drugstore. This is Kat Von D. You could find her stuff in TJ Maxx for a little bit cheaper than you would find it at like Sephora, but I'll show you what to do with this in 1 second. Okay, so when you open this, be very careful. It is dusty. Do not turn this upside down. You do not need that much of this, so I'm gonna dust it off. See that stuff coming up? It'll get on your clothes too, so kind of hide your clothes. So you're literally gonna dust, and it don't matter how much stuff you have on. Normally you could use I'm using an eyeshadow brush. It doesn't really matter. Get it in the cracks, in your crevices. You're running out, dump a little bit more. You could dump it in your lid. So you're literally gonna pout this stuff on. I'm gonna show you how it looks once I'm finished. Okay, so this is a step obviously you could skip. I'm just adding this. You could skip whatever part you want, even if you just want to do basic foundation, period. Basic foundation and concealer, good. Everything I'm going, you could skip any steps except for foundation. Obviously you want a natural beginner look, put on some foundation. But anything I'm adding towards, from the concealer on, those parts can be skipped or added. One can be skipped and added, you know. So this is what it's supposed to look like in my book. Only put it in the dark areas that you want to, you know, illuminate and bring out. So this doesn't really have a setting time, but I like to keep it on for like a minute. So once this is on and sitting on my face, I go into I get my blush, and again, this was this is just a sample size, but this is the Tarte Party. I believe this is like $18 for the bigger. It's bigger. This was a sample. So once that's setting in my face, I go in and I do my cheeks with blush. And this is a angled brush, so I don't really know what that's for. So I use it for my blush. So we got blush going. So once my blush is added, I'll go in and take all of this stuff out. You can use any brush for this. Just make sure it's not your foundation brush. Obviously it's wet with foundation. Or I use the brush that I applied it with and just brush it off. Literally. It'll come right out. Don't worry. And see, it illuminates your skin more. So obviously there's cheaper versions than the one I have. I happened to get lucky and find this one at TJ Maxx. And your skin just looks brighter with it on. So I use it because I have very dark eye bags, and you can still kind of tell, but we won't talk about that. Now another crazy option is, and obviously you could skip this step with this is what I used to do in high school. I would have, before I applied the blush, and they didn't really have like that illuminating, we didn't really use that stuff in high school. Wasn't really popular. I would get my powder foundation and just put that over my my liquid foundation. If my liquid foundation was too dewy, so this is matte, I don't really need to do that. But if you have oily skin, you could literally go in with some powder foundation and put it on over your liquid foundation. Okay, now for the lips, you literally can put on any lip gloss you have, any lipstick. You could put chapstick on. I normally put chapstick on. Now for your eyes, I have different palettes. I have Morphe, I have Kat Von D, I have Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs is nice. I got this for 10 bucks. It's Marc Jacobs at TJ Maxx. So if you want more expensive makeup, but you can't really afford it, then of course that's fine. Go to TJ Maxx, go to Marshalls. They always have the hookup. So for my eyes, again, you could skip this part because you're beautiful without makeup, but look, I don't even need it. My face looks glowy. You guys can't really tell on camera, but I think it looks fine without. So if you want, you could add a little bit more of a light shade color, and that's normally what I do, and I apply it to just my lids so my eyes could pop. So literally we'll just add this to the lids. You don't need to do anything too crazy. You can follow a YouTube video. I still don't know how to do crazy eye makeup. So there, bam. If you don't want to add eyeshadow, put on some mascara and there, you look great. So that's what normally I do. And that's it. I will add mascara. Normally I don't wear foundation, I don't wear concealer, I don't wear eyeshadow, I don't wear blush, I don't wear anything. I literally just wear mascara because we wear masks now, so what are you gonna see? Just my eyes and my forehead. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Send me pictures of you doing your basic makeup on Instagram. I'd love to check out your videos, your photos. Tag me in those. All right, bye everyone. See you in the next video.